Let's play a little guessing game. I'm thinking of two numbers, and when you multiply those numbers, their product is 0. Any idea what the numbers are? Well, that's true. We could say that 0 times 0 is 0. But you know there's more than one answer to this. How about if I give you a clue? What if I tell you that the first number is 5? What's the second number? Yeah, the second number has to be 0. 5 times 0 is 0. Okay, what if I tell you that the second number is 7? What's the first number? That's right, the first number has to be 0 because 0 times 7 is 0. Let's try one more. What if I tell you the first number is -1? Right, the second number would have to be 0. Have you noticed that if the product of the two numbers is 0, then we know that either the first number is 0 or the second number is 0 or they're both 0. That's an example of what we call the zero product property. The zero product property is a really handy thing to know when you're trying to solve equations that are in factored form. Let's think about this equation. It has two factors, 5 and x minus 3, and the product of those two factors is 0. So one of those two factors has to be a 0 according to the zero product property. Well, the first factor is 5, and 5 can't be 0. But the second factor, the x minus 3, could be 0 if the value of x is 3. So we found the solution for the equation. If x is 3, then 5 times the quantity 3 minus 3 is 0. That's a true statement. So 3 is the solution to the equation. Here's another equation we can solve with the zero product property. We have two factors, x plus 5 and x minus 3. Their product is 0. So we know that one of those two factors, or maybe both of them, are equal to 0. So possibly the x plus 5 is a factor that's equal to 0, or the other factor, the x minus 3, is a factor that's equal to 0. If we solve each of those equations, we get two possible solutions for x that would make our equation true. If x is -5, then the first factor, the x plus 5, is 0. And if x is 3, then the second factor, the x minus 3, is equal to 0. The zero product property is a really handy thing to use if we have an equation we're trying to solve, and that equation is either in factored form already or can be factored, and the product of those factors is 0.